Hey everyone, Goofy Dog here with GuitarGear.org. Today I'm excited to present the first in a series of videos featuring Doug Doppler. Now Doug Doppler played on the Guitar Hero series and tracked, I believe, the previous DVD before this latest one. In any case, this guy's phenomenal. The first video that we're going to be doing today is about the Dumble Amplifier. So, we'll actually be having a few videos on that, but I wanted to give you a taste of what's to come. So, stick around, here we go.
Alright, we are here with Mr. Doug Doppler, Mr. Guitar Hero. Doug is a very modest man, but today we're going to be talking about a Dumble Overdrive Special. So, we'll be doing some little clips. I know that the audio quality won't be quite as good as purely recorded audio, but we're going to talk about its various features and the things that make the Dumble amp so special. So take it away.
Hey, hi. We're going to kind of do what we like to call run and gun, where we just kind of point and shoot and do some different things. What I really wanted to do with you guys was get a chance to run the amp through some of the different flavors it does, switch out guitars, switch different... this amp has, over here, it's got an FET input, and then it's just got kind of the normal input here. And you're going to get a chance to hear, actually, let me just talk a little bit about the feature set. You've got your FET input, which is a more distorted input even on the clean side, your normal input. Obviously, I think you guys know what volume is. So this is the clean side of the amplifier. Then this is when you get into the overdrive, and then your master and your presence control. These switches are the things that really traditionally define the Dumble-esque style of amplifier. So your bright, your deep, and your rock and your jazz switch. The rock jazz switch also has a middle position which bypasses the tone stack, which is a really great sound. And in fact, what I really loved about this amplifier, I've heard a few amps here and there over the course of my life, and when you plug into the FET and you do the tone stack bypass, it sounds like no other amp. And the question is, does it sound like a $40,000 amplifier? Well, I can't necessarily say because it's not my amp. This is very kindly on loan from Henry Kaiser. But it's just a phenomenal amplifier, and if you could actually quantify, is it really worth 40 grand? I'd have to say yeah. Just because, people get really comfortable with spending $4,000 on an amplifier, and there's some phenomenal amplifiers out there for $4,000. And just because these things are as rare as they are, and as uniquely voiced, hopefully what we'll be able to do is capture some of the magic of what these amps really do. Now, I will admit, I'm doing something slightly sacrilegious here, so any of you purists out there, I'll warn you in advance. This particular model, there were very few Dumbles that actually had a reverb circuit. And Andy Fuchs is a friend of mine. And so we've got, in his plush pedal line, we've got a vibrator in the effects loop because I like reverb, and this is a really fine unit. And actually, this unit was kind of designed in some ways to kind of deal with some of the issues around using an effects loop on a traditional amplifier and being able to use line or instrument level pedals. So I've got that guy in the loop, and we'll probably end up throwing some sort of delay in the loop or two. We might use an analog delay, and I'll probably whip out the eventide time factor. And one of the things about using effects with amps, I found, more often than not, just in the same way that you match a guitar with an amplifier, the right effect is really important. And I was talking about this with a friend of mine earlier today, and there's something I call an echoey toot, when you kind of go checka checka checka, do that little beat sync delay thing. And that's one of the few places with a clean sound you can really get to know the character of the delay. Like a Boss DD3, for example, has a slightly metallic attack on the delay. But when you're using a kind of a more quote-unquote murky guitar sound, that metallic attack actually becomes present in a nice way, where on a very bright amp, it's not necessarily the sound that you're looking for. Maybe you are. But the point being is I found that, first of all, the vibrator works really well with this amplifier, and the time factor, I've used it a bunch with this amp, and they really marry really well. Enough talking, let's get to some playing.
Okay.
So here we've got a Gretsch 5120. I'm running to the clean channel of the amplifier, and it's just kind of a nice wide open tone. I'm going to start off on the bridge position. now here we are on the middle position of the Gretsch, and let's take a listen.
Sweet.
So here's the neck position, and I think one of the things that I really love about the way this amp interacts with guitars is the string separation is really, it's uncanny. I don't think I've ever heard a single amplifier that as you hit a chord, that's really cool, if you listen as I'm playing, you can actually hear the quality of the round wound strings. Take a listen. Here's the playing. Here's the round wound. I can actually hear the buzziness of the actual wind on the string buzzing off the fret. That's crazy. I've never heard that on another amp. And all those things that, you know, are really classic about this amp. The sensitivity to touch. And the string separation. Only get enhanced, to my ear at least, adding a little bit or a little more reverb. And to my ear at least, I like having that little bit of ambience in there, you know, because as a player, honestly, it makes it a little bit easier, I guess. I mean, you know, we're all guitar players here, right? I mean, you know, it's not like we're trying to make it slack or easy. Just the idea is that little bit of grease and the smoothness and the space that it really adds, you know. In any case, so again, reverb off. Reverb on. Okay, cool. Moving on.
All right.
I don't know about you, but that was killer. Even the simple stuff that he was playing was just so incredibly expressive. And not only that, Doug is such an engaging character. It's been great spending time with him. Anyway, this concludes the first video in this series on the Dumble Amplifier. There are a few more to come because there's a lot of footage to go through. And with Doug playing through a few guitars and playing through several kinds of styles, including shred. And yes, the Dumble can shred. So anyway, stay tuned. Keep on visiting us here at guitargear.org. I'm Goofy Dog, and I'll catch you later. Take care.